out on your own. Oops. Now then, it's got to be a quick one today. This is, I'll introduce that record in a minute, but this is a response to a challenge set by Ben Rankins, an Aussie, who is celebrating 3 years in the vinyl community, and he's asked people to help him celebrate that by presenting 3 records in a video that's 3 minutes or so, and each of the records must be by bands with 3 words in their name, and there should be albums with 3 words in their title. You wouldn't believe how I've struggled. I've been flicking through these for ages, and I've come up with some probably not very good ones, but anyway, that's the challenge. So 3 minutes. I can't upset anybody in 3 minutes, can I? After that video a few weeks ago, I'm still a bit concerned about that, but this has got to be straightforward. So here we go. Yeah, that was the brilliant yet totally almost unrecognised and forgotten probably band Doll by Doll. It's their 3rd album. That's another play on the number 3, and it's eponymous, Doll by Doll, which isn't very imaginative on my part, but it's a great album. Doll by Doll, fronted by the marvellous, one of my favourite singers and songwriters, the late, sadly, Jackie Leaven, the great gypsy from Kirkcaldy. And that was the opening track from side 1 on their 3rd album, Figure It Out. All the bands I'm going to present were all formed around 1977. This was their 3rd LP in 1981. They broke up on the LP after this a year later, but brilliant, Doll by Doll. The second one, I'm going to, that's Doll by Doll. There's Jackie Leaven there, yeah, super. The second one is, again, not very imaginative, from the same sort of era, The Only Ones, and this is their 1st album called The Only Ones. The band fronted by the brilliant poet and writer and singer Peter Perrott, and this album contains their classic hit single, the only hit single really. I think they had Another Girl, Another Planet. Brilliant stuff. The Only Ones, yeah. And then the 3rd album, and we'll go out with a song from this one, I think, is this one's slightly more imaginative. This is Stiff Little Fingers. Go for it. Stiff Little Fingers, fronted by the brilliant Jake Burns. There's the band in their native Belfast. There's Jake Burns there. Formed, say, around 77 or so. This album's 1981. This again is their 3rd album. And they sang around their experience of growing up and living at the height of the so-called Troubles in Ulster. That formed a lot of the subject matter for their songs. They were constantly at war with the Undertones, who accused them of exploiting the Troubles, and they accused the Undertones of ignoring the Troubles. But brilliant band nonetheless, and we'll go out with the opening track, I think, from this. So that was well under 3 minutes, wasn't it? And it probably allows me enough time to apologise once again to all those people I upset in my so-called review, the review that wasn't probably, or my slagging off more accurately, of the recent Bob Dylan biopic. And it has been pointed out to me, that the majority of people aren't aesthetic philosophers. There are people with lesser intelligence, with diminished perspicacity. They haven't got the intellectual dexterity maybe needed to to cope with art and films that are more sophisticated, more subtle, more nuanced, more complex. So, they've got to make films for those people again, and it's to those people, go out and enjoy it. That's what I say. If you're in that group, you'll probably enjoy it. Apologies if I've upset any of you. we'll go out with the Stiff Little Fingers, brilliant Belfast band. This is Roots, Radicals, Rockers. I've just got to change that, turn that up a bit, and here we go, under 3 minutes, there we are.
Down south, see the ghettos all